Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to tell about a story which is called Polly's Panda Parade of Pranks. Enjoy it! Once upon a time in the cozy town of Willowville lived a curious little girl named Polly. Polly was known throughout the town for her mischievous grin and her love for adventure. She had a wild imagination and a heart full of kindness, but most of all, she had a best friend named Pete, who was always by her side. One sunny morning, as Polly and Pete were playing in the park, a peculiar piece of paper fluttered down from the sky and landed at Polly's feet. Curious, Polly picked it up and read the fancy writing on it. To the most daring duo in all of Willowville. You are cordially invited to join the Panda Parade of Pranks. Meet at the old oak tree in the enchanted forest at sunset. Your secret friend. Polly's eyes widened with excitement, and she turned to Pete with a mischievous grin. Pete, did you see this? We've been invited to join the Panda Parade of Pranks. Pete's eyes sparkled with curiosity. Wow, Polly. That sounds like an amazing adventure. But who do you think our secret friend is? Polly shrugged, her mind already racing with excitement. I have no idea, Pete, but I can't wait to find out. Let's meet at the old oak tree at sunset and see what awaits us. As the day turned to dusk, Polly and Pete made their way through the winding paths of the enchanted forest, their hearts pounding with anticipation. Finally, they reached the old oak tree, where a colorful array of lanterns hung from its branches, casting a warm glow in the gathering darkness. Suddenly, from behind the tree, emerged a group of giggling pandas, each wearing a silly hat and carrying a basket of goodies. Polly and Pete's eyes widened in amazement as they realized that their secret friend was none other than the mischievous pandas of the enchanted forest. Welcome, Polly and Pete, to the Panda Parade of Pranks, exclaimed the lead panda, his eyes twinkling with mischief. We've been watching you too, and your daring adventures, and we thought you'd be the perfect addition to our parade. Polly and Pete exchanged excited glances before joining the pandas, ready for whatever pranks and adventures awaited them. Little did they know, this was just the beginning of the most extraordinary journey of their lives. And so, under the twinkling stars and the watchful eyes of their newfound friends, Polly and Pete embarked on a magical adventure filled with laughter, friendship, and the joy of endless possibilities. As Polly and Pete joined the Panda Parade of Pranks, they were swept up in a whirlwind of excitement and laughter. The mischievous pandas led them through the enchanted forest, where every tree seemed to whisper secrets of ancient magic, and every flower bloomed with the promise of adventure. Their first stop was the Great Bamboo Bonanza, a lush bamboo grove where the pandas gathered to feast and play. Polly and Pete's eyes widened in amazement as they beheld the sight before them, rows upon rows of towering bamboo stalks, swaying gently in the breeze. The lead panda grinned mischievously at Polly and Pete. Welcome to the Great Bamboo Bonanza, where the bamboo is plentiful and the pranks are endless. Follow us, and prepare to be amazed. With a mischievous twinkle in their eyes, Polly and Pete followed the pandas deeper into the bamboo grove, where they discovered a hidden clearing filled with bamboo shoots of all shapes and sizes. The pandas wasted no time in showing off their impressive pranking skills, using the bamboo shoots to create all sorts of silly contraptions and traps. Polly and Pete couldn't help but laugh as they watched the pandas playfully prank each other, their giggles echoing through the bamboo grove like music to their ears. Inspired by their new friends, Polly and Pete joined in the fun, using their quick wits and clever ideas to outsmart the pandas at their own game. Before long, the Great Bamboo Bonanza was filled with the sound of laughter and joy, as Polly, Pete, and the mischievous pandas celebrated their newfound friendship with games, snacks, and endless pranks. As the moon rose high in the sky and the stars twinkled overhead, Polly and Pete knew that they had found a place where they truly belonged, among friends who accepted them for who they were and encouraged them to be their most adventurous selves. And so, as the night drew to a close and the pandas bid farewell to their new friends, Polly and Pete knew that they would always cherish the memories of their magical adventure in the enchanted forest. Little did they know, even greater adventures awaited them on the horizon, as they embarked on the next chapter of their journey together. But that is a tale for another day. For now, let us bid farewell to Polly, Pete, and the mischievous pandas of Willowville, as they drift off to sleep beneath the stars, their hearts full of happiness and their dreams filled with endless possibilities. As the sun rose over Willowville, Polly and Pete awoke from their slumber in the enchanted forest, their hearts still buzzing with excitement from the previous night's adventures. With a yawn and a stretch, they made their way back to town, eager to see what new surprises awaited them. As they strolled through the bustling streets of Willowville, Polly and Pete couldn't help but notice the curious looks and whispers that followed them wherever they went. It seemed that news of their daring exploits with the mischievous pandas had spread throughout the town, and everyone was eager to hear all about their grand adventure. But little did Polly and Pete know, their greatest challenge was yet to come. As they reached the town square, they were greeted by a sight that filled them with both excitement and trepidation. A colorful carnival had sprung up overnight, complete with games, rides, and all manner of delights. Polly's eyes sparkled with excitement as she beheld the sights and sounds of the carnival, her mind racing with the possibilities of fun and adventure. But Pete couldn't shake the feeling of unease that gnawed at his stomach. Something didn't feel quite right about this carnival, and he couldn't shake the feeling that trouble was brewing just beneath the surface. Determined to uncover the truth, Polly and Pete set off to explore the carnival, their senses on high alert for any signs of mischief or danger. But as they wandered through the maze of colorful tents and bustling crowds, they found themselves drawn deeper and deeper into a web of mystery and intrigue. Suddenly, from out of the crowd, emerged a familiar face, the lead panda from the Panda Parade of Pranks, his eyes twinkling with mischief and his grin stretching from ear to ear. "Welcome to the grand finale, Polly and Pete," he exclaimed. "We've been waiting for you." Polly and Pete exchanged worried glances, their hearts pounding with apprehension. "What's going on?" Polly asked, her voice trembling with fear. The lead panda chuckled softly, his eyes twinkling with amusement. "Don't worry, my friends. You see, this carnival isn't just any carnival, it's a celebration of friendship, adventure, and the joy of endless possibilities. And you two are the guests of honor." With a wave of his paw, the lead panda whisked Polly and Pete away to the center of the carnival, where a stage had been set up for a grand performance. As the music swelled and the crowd cheered, Polly and Pete took their places on stage, their hearts racing with excitement and anticipation. And then, as if by magic, the carnival erupted into a whirlwind of color, laughter, and joy. Polly and Pete danced and sang with their newfound friends, their worries and fears melting away in the warmth of friendship and the glow of endless possibilities. As the sun set over Willowville and the carnival drew to a close, Polly and Pete knew that they had experienced something truly magical, a journey filled with laughter, adventure, and the joy of friendship. And as they bid farewell to their mischievous panda friends and made their way back home, they knew that their greatest adventure was just beginning. For in the heart of every child lies the spirit of adventure, the courage to dream, and the belief that anything is possible. And with Polly, Pete, and the mischievous pandas of Willowville leading the way, the future was brighter than ever before. And so, dear reader, as we bid farewell to Polly, Pete, and their merry band of friends, let us remember that the greatest adventures are those that we share with the ones we love. For in the end, it is not the destination that matters, but the journey itself, and the memories that we make along the way. I hope you enjoy listening to Polly's Panda Parade of Pranks.